All right, guys. I don't think there'll be many people today in this live. With it being Saturday, people have other things to do than be sat watching me speak. But I'm just going to quickly do my final breakdown of this Super Bowl and get your guys' opinions on what you think is going to go down. I think this is an incredibly difficult Super Bowl to call the outcome. I've spoken to so many people about who they think is going to win, and the majority say the Bengals. It's got to be around 7 out of 10 people are telling me the Bengals are going to win, and they have a strong argument. I think the Rams. I'm not supremely confident. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I've told you I'm not going to bet on this game. I would recommend staying away from this game unless you're going to maybe do a player prop or something like that. I think a really good player prop is Odell Beckham Jr. to get his 58th touchdown 58 days after the Pope's birthday. Who's going to be 85 years old in 58 days. Reflections of each other. I think that's a good one to have. Odell Beckham looks pretty juicy. I decoded his injury as well from the Super Bowl, which was really interesting. I think it was exactly 68 weeks. And we know 68 is huge. With 9/11, which is the riddle for the Bengals, to be honest, or one of the better ones. 1968 is when the construction of the World Trade Center began, when the term coronavirus was coined, when 9/11 became the emergency dialing code for the US. So 1968 was a big number, and I'm pretty sure Odell Beckham got injured against the Bengals whilst he was playing for, who was he playing for? Cleveland. 68 weeks before the Super Bowl. It's insane how everything's by a code, guys. It's absolutely wild. I know a lot of people are talking about the Bengals code in regards to their connection with the Queen, because Cincinnati is the Queen City, which is very interesting. I've made a prediction that the Queen is going to die at the age of 96. She's currently 95 years old. She turns 96 April the 21st. So I think she'll die. I don't think she'll see the age of 97. She could already be gone. I've said this before. The Queen could already be gone. She could have been taken out decades ago. And somebody's playing the role of the Queen, who I think looks like a man at this point. But Cincinnati is known as the Queen City. And as far as I'm aware, I think Cincinnati, if they beat the Rams, they go 9-6 against the Rams all time. 96. Big number with Freemasonry. Big number with England. And like I said, if the Queen gets taken out at age 96, it could be foreshadowing that. But if the Queen does get taken out and Cincinnati is the Queen City, maybe that's a bad sign for Cincinnati. I don't know, because I know that Cincinnati can go 9-6 against the Rams, but they can drop to 8-7, which is the number of the beast number. Number of the beast is 87. Bill Gates is 87. 87 is a huge number. Milwaukee Bucks just won the NBA. Their franchise name's 87. It's an enormous number. So, but with the 96 as well for the Bengals, this is so hard, guys. It's really hard to call this. With that 96, Kobe Bryant was drafted in 1996, and obviously the Super Bowl's in Los Angeles. So that's another 96 connection, which is just, I don't know how they do this. Is it some supercomputer at this point? Did you see that Tupac's going to be performing now? I can't believe Tupac's going to be there. I think it's about 10 years after he last performed at Coachella. How are they doing this? It's absolutely insane. So he performed at Coachella in 2012 on April the 15th or 15-4. Like Ritual Sacrifice gets you 154. And this hologram of Tupac is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. And a friend sent me this. So exactly 513 weeks after this hologram last performed, is going to be performing again. And 513 is Cincinnati's area code. So does that mean Cincinnati win? How does this work? Is it just a ritual that they're there and they're using this 513? I also saw that this Tupac hologram performed on the 106th day of the year in 2012. And we have Super Bowl 56, and Black Lives Matter gets you 106 and 56, and everybody performing at the halftime show is black other than Eminem. So what's all that all about? And he performed Tupac, well, not Tupac, the hologram of Tupac, on a day leaving 260 days left in the year. And Kobe and Gianna supposedly died on the 26th day of 2020. I don't know how on earth they're doing this, guys. Okay, no huddles dropped $1,000 or pounds, I'm not sure, on Odell. Anytime touchdown score. Maybe it's 1,000 pesos, I'm not sure. Good luck to you. Really hope anybody who does place a bet does win. I really do. I always hope that people win. I think the thing with the Simpsons and the Bengals, guys, is that even real? Did that actually happen? Because there's so many so-called episodes that occurred in the Simpsons of these rituals, and you find out that they were fake or they've twisted it. So yeah, like for example, in the Simpsons, they had an episode about the deadly cat virus, and then somebody put it up that they called it the coronavirus. They never did. They called it the cat virus. And obviously, a Bengal's a cat, which is interesting. Joe Burrow, born in 96. Brilliant, John, yeah. Joe Burrow, everyone's raving on about his riddle, which is amazing. Which is really amazing. They're connecting Joe Burrow with Joe Montana, with Joe Biden, with Joe Rogan. All this stuff going on with Joes. So I do appreciate that riddle. It is a strong one. This Joe riddle, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it makes a lot of sense, especially, like you said, the fact that Joe Burrow was born in 96, the year that Kobe Bryant was drafted. What else we got? Exactly the code, both sides. Yeah, but Patrick Cash, mate, they really are making it so much harder now. They're making it so much harder. By the way, today in the Man United game, they drew 1-1 with the Saints, Southampton. This is the third game in the row that Man United have tied the game 1-1. Keep talking about the number 11 and how Joe Burrow was drafted 11 years after Stafford, and they were both drafted round 1, pick 1, like 11, and Pope's 11, and Mason Greenwood got accused of rape. Exactly, and he was born. No, his birthday is exactly 11 weeks before the Pope's. Guys, there's 21 people in the live, 3 likes, like 213, like the Super Bowl day. I don't know how this goes on. I really don't get how this works. Patrick's gone overtime. My gut, listen, this is me, and I know how people are going to go at me if I don't get it right because they think I'm some sort of guru and I'm supposed to get everything right. Listen, I think my gut tells me the Rams win, but there's a million things for the Bengals. A big part of me, guys, sounds silly, wants the Bengals to win because I think the video is just so clear to show the world why the Bengals got there, why they won it, how it syncs up with so many things, the year of the Tiger, how it syncs up with the Queen, how it syncs up with Joe Burrow's career, how Joe Burrow syncs up with Brady. But remember that Brady syncs up with Stafford an incredible amount. I've said this before. Stafford was born on 2-7. Brady won his last ever Super Bowl on Matthew Stafford's 33rd birthday. Brady's last ever game was against the Rams and Stafford, where the Bucs scored 27 points. And like I said, Stafford was born on 2-7. 27's huge. We have the 27 club, which people always talk about, all these celebrity musicians who've died at the age of 27. Seems to be a big number to them. The word ritual's 27 in the purest cipher. Joe from Iowa, yeah. Skip Bayless keeps talking about Joe, seems like the next Brady. What I think I've said this now for about a week. Everyone is hammering the Bengals. Whoever you listen to pretty much is telling you the Bengals are winning it. And that for me is a red flag. And I'm not the guy who's coming on here to try and talk you out the Bengals because the Bengals are a lock and you can win a lot of money. It's up to you what you bet on. I think the Rams take it. I think Stafford will stay on 98 losses. And Sophie Stadium, where the Super Bowl is taking place, opened on 9/8. And I did some date durations, actually. So the upcoming anniversary of Sophie Stadium opening, guys, is 5 months and 6 days after the Super Bowl. What are the chances? A span of 5 months and 6 days, the anniversary of Sophie Stadium opening, where the Super Bowl is going to be, where the Rams play. It's a joke. I've said before, the Super Bowl is on the 44th day of the year. And then we have the 4th seeds from each conference playing each other. Like, what is this? Brady retiring at age 44. In Gematria, kill is the 44 number. There's a lot of numbers connected to kill and murder about this Super Bowl. And it's not a coincidence as well, guys, that the halftime performers are all black, in part from Eminem. Eminem's from Detroit, by the way, where Stafford played for the Detroit Lions. So keep an eye on what he does at halftime and what he says or what song he performs. You got Dr. Dre, who's age 56. He's probably the main headliner, and it's Super Bowl 56. It's a joke, but this is the 102nd NFL season, and 102 is a number heavily connected to like racism in gematria. And then you have the black performers performing Super Bowl 56, Black Lives Matters 56. It's disturbing how they do everything by a code. And it's whether you believe it's an organic code and the universe who's behind it is racist or supercomputer's racist, because it is racist. It's not a coincidence they're having all these black musicians perform, guys. It's not. Yeah, Greenwood does wear the number 11 jersey. He does wear the number 11 jersey. I think he wore 26 at one point. And again, 26 is how many letters are in the alphabet. God's 26. Kobe died 26th day of 2020. I want to quickly just recap my Derby County Hull City decode, which I'm really proud of. On Tuesday, February the 8th, the Rams, Derby County, beat the Tigers, Hull City, and I said that would happen. And it finished 3-1. 31's the 11th prime, all the 11s, guys. It's insane. With Stafford and Burrow, and with the Pope, and with it being a master number, all these 11s. And why would they do that? Why would they have the Rams beat the Tigers? Is that not foreshadowing it? Is it a coincidence, which I don't believe in, that they played each other the week of the Super Bowl and the Rams Derby beat the Tigers? I don't think so. The Hull City coach dropped to 1-0-2 with Hull because he's a new coach, 102. It's the 102nd NFL season. I don't know what is going on here. And by the way, just so you know, with Man United today, their coach coached his 666th career game. And coming into that game, Man United was 6, with 6 draws, 6 losses, and a goal difference of 6, and they're called the Red Devils. What's that all about? Somebody said this to me today, which was a really valid point. Manny Martian, a guy I really, really like. He's on my Patreon. How are Chelsea only just scraping the Club World Cup with 3 minutes left in the game against Palmeiras? Why are they not killing them? Why are they not killing them? Kai Havertz scores after 117. When you type in the word 17 minutes, when you type in the word 13, it gets you 117. And then Palmeiras had to get a player sent off, guys, in the 126th minute. And Kobe died on 126. And when you put the alphabet into the Gematrinator, it gets you 126 and 2 ciphers. What is going on with this? And again, how are Chelsea scraping by Palmeiras? They should be beating them 7 or 8-0. If it was all about money and ability and not ritual, they shouldn't be scraping a win. Always happens. Liverpool did it the other season. They scraped to win in that World Club final. It shouldn't happen. It should be murdering them. Okay, Tom supports Man U. I used to support Man U, mate, but I don't go near professional football now. I haven't watched a Premier League game all season. Drawing 1-1 with Southampton, 1-1 with Burnley, 1-1 with Middlesbrough. It's like, are you joking me? If this was legit, it should never happen. It should not happen. And Middlesbrough scored after 64 minutes in that FA Cup game. And the Munich disaster was 64 years before, and Man United stayed on 64 all-time wins against Middlesbrough. You can't deny that the world we're living in, they're using numbers, and I think they're infiltrating these numbers. Joe Biden, Joe Burrow, yeah, Joe Biden's the 46th president. There's a lot of 46s for Cincinnati. But I've said I believe Joe Biden will die soon, and I think the Queen will die soon. And if Cincinnati are heavily connected to Joe Biden and the Queen, and both those people die like I predict, then I don't know if that's a good sign for the Bengals. Yeah, this year with the Tiger thing, well, are they going to make it so obvious that they have Brady retire day 1 of the year of the Tiger, who's heavily connected to Burrow? Brady won his first Super Bowl in his second season, like 1-2, and Burrow can do that, and Brady wore the number 12 jersey. Are they going to make it that easy for us? I don't think so. And if they do, then I feel like they just want it all to be revealed. And they'll take us to this bullshit meta universe that they're pushing. So, yeah, for me, if the Bengals win, they're making it too obvious. Yeah, I kind of like what Mr. Kemo says here, without being disrespectful. When it comes to a major final, it seems like go against the majority. Just throughout my time of doing this, when the majority is heavily hammering a team, like people did with the Lakers last year, like people did with Gonzaga last year, or whoever it may be, it seems that the other team wins. So are there agents out there trying to push this narrative for a team, and then people put in, which is their fault, people putting their life savings on a game, like people telling me the Bengals are super locks, this is free money. And when I hear people say shit like this is free money, this is mega lock, this is not missing, it misses. So I'll say this one more time. If you're going to bet on the game, bet responsibly. It's not really worth betting on the Rams because the Bengals have an amazing riddle and the Rams don't have much value. If you're going to place a bet, do a small one maybe on the Bengals, but look for like your props. I did a video, player props. Your best chance to win usually if you find a really good riddle with a player prop. I'm going to go back to maybe doing them. I did great with them in the NBA last year, and then I just stopped doing them. So I did a video about how basically the Rams season is replicating the Bucs of last year. So they both signed these top quarterbacks at the beginning of the season, Brady, and then we have Stafford. And they both hosted the Super Bowl. Like last year's Super Bowl was in Tampa and it was won by Tampa. Maybe the Rams repeat that. Just know when you type in back-to-back, it gets you 201. Brady threw for 201 yards in the last Super Bowl. And Brady got the MVP, didn't he? So there might be a chance. It may be too obvious. There might be a chance Stafford gets it if they're repeating the storyline. Because Brady got the MVP, Bucs won it in their own stadium. Maybe Stafford gets the MVP and the Rams win it in their home stadium. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, whatever it is. This may be the last sports game I ever watch as well. I've been invited to a few parties. I know people want me to go live and break it down live, but I'm not sure if I want to do that, if I'm going to be at a party or whatever. Okay, Snoopy has his eyes on Zach Wilson and the Jets going forward. Zach was born on the same day and month as Brady. That's interesting. I know Nate McMillan, the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks, is born on 8/3 like Brady, and he's always synced up with Brady because of that. And Atlanta Hawks are always synced up with Brady. Yeah, there's no such thing as 100% lock. If there was, you'd just put everything you owned on it, wouldn't you? You need to parlay Odell touchdown and Rams win. Yeah, I would like that. I'm not placing a bet, but I think that's a pretty cool bet. Odell Beckham touchdown, Rams win. Oh, by the way, the Rams can go 2-3 in Super Bowls, going back to my Derby code, and then Derby 23rd in the league, and 23 is the 9th prime. And Derby got the 9th win and stayed on 9 losses. But those 99s, guys, those 99s against Stafford are scary for him to lose. They're really scary if you're betting on the Rams. Sorry to repeat myself, but the 99s, it goes all the way back to Philip. We know that Cincinnati is connected to the Queen. Prince Philip was married to the Queen. Prince Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. Do you know Don Shula died 99 days after Kobe Bryant as well in 2020? The only coach to have a perfect season. And then we had the NFL season began on 9/9, 99 days before the Pope's birthday. Like, that's not by accident. Stafford can get his 99th loss. California was founded on 9/9. When you type in the word 13, it gets you 99. And the Super Bowl's on the 13th day of the month, only the second time in history that's happened. So there's loads more 99s. I can't think of them off the top of my head for Stafford to get that 99th loss. That's my biggest concern for the Rams to lose. It's not the year of the Tiger. No, that's just weak for me, the year of the Tiger. They don't make it that obvious. Tiger Woods crashing in Los Angeles. I don't really know what that means. I know tigers are going extinct. I'm aware of that. Tigers are going extinct. There's got to be something biblical with this, with the Rams and the Tigers as well. There's got to be something biblical. I think on, is it February the 15th? There is something going down, some sort of sacrifice. It's Lupercalia or something, an ancient pagan festival. And that talks about sacrificing animals. And that happens 2 days after the Super Bowl. It's weird how the Super Bowl's the day before Valentine's Day, and we're having all these athletes go down with problems with their heart. Remember Christian Eriksen, born on Valentine's Day, the guy who had a cardiac arrest in the Euros, number 10, in a 1-0 loss, which didn't happen. He's playing again now, isn't he? I think he's going to Brentford, or maybe he's already gone. Again, they said he'd never play again, and less than a year later, he's playing in the Premier League or signing with a Premier League club. So nothing happened to him. And there's something major happening on 216. We've got to be aware of the date 216, February the 16th, because 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. And there's a snow moon taking place on 216. And this is like all about difficult weather, adversity, food scarcity. So I'm trying so hard to study astrology and moon cycles and full moons. Like I did a post about how people go crazy during the full moon, and moon's called lunar. People who are crazy are called lunatics and all that type of stuff, just trying to sync stuff up. Lunar, like lunes, is Monday in French. And it's just beautiful how you connect stuff up and gather this knowledge. I went out for a few drinks last night. I was speaking to a woman, and she called me arrogant, and she wants to smack me, but she finds my stuff interesting. I was like, what? I'm arrogant? You want to smack me, but what I'm saying is interesting? That seems a bit weird. Sound like a bit of a psycho. Yeah, Zuma kicked a Bengal. Does that mean the Rams are going to kick their asses of the Tigers? I think, and again, I could be wrong because I'm saying I think the Rams are going to blow them out. I think the Rams are going to blow out the Bengals. We've had 5 out of the last 6 games being decided by 3 points. That's a ritual in itself, because the word 3 gets you 56. It's the Bengals' 3rd Super Bowl, isn't it? They can drop to 0 and 3. Of course, they can become 1 and 2, but I like 0 and 3. 3 is a bigger number to them than 12. But I don't know. I've said this as well. If the Rams win, the Bengals won't cover the spread. I think if the Rams win, it won't be close. I think if the Bengals win, it will be close. It'll be close. They'll scrape it and they'll make it dramatic. And I've said this. I wouldn't mind that. If they have the Bengals win with like a last-second field goal, it's like, okay, do I need to show anybody gematria here, or can I just tell you we have another game that's decided by a last-second field goal? I would rather do that. It'd make my job a lot easier. Yeah, I discussed United join 1-1. They've done that in the last 3 games, which is kind of like 3 goals for, 3 goals against, like 33. It's absolutely outrageous. Is Michael Jordan dying soon? I don't think so. I don't think Jordan's dying soon, but we'll see. His birthday, when's his birthday? In 5 days, February the 17th. There's a riddle which a few people have talked about, how Chicago Bulls are going to become 23-8 at home to win the next couple of games. And obviously Michael Jordan's 238 in gematria. Kobe born 23-8. Michael Jordan inducted Kobe into the Hall of Fame. He also gave a speech at that ceremony in the Staples Center. Again, Kobe never died. It was all energy, to take our energy, because these people don't have to die. We just have to believe they die for us to give them the energy. They don't actually have to physically die for us to give them our energy. 19-year moon cycle, yeah. Yeah, we got COVID-19. Coronavirus became a global pandemic 19 years after 9/11. 19 years before that, the Falklands War, the global economic crash. 19 is a big number, guys. It seems to be a huge number. You type in the word Queen, it gets you 19. Again, is the Queen a legit person? I don't think so at this point. Is it AI? Is it a lizard, people say? I'm not sure. Is it somebody playing the role of Elizabeth? I have no idea. But if you watch my video about the Queen and the numbers behind the Queen becoming the Queen, it's pretty mind-blowing how she's connected to the number 26. Like insane. Sin. Oh yeah, I've never thought about Cincinnati. It sounds like sin. We all know what sin is. That's a good call. City of Angels. Oh wow, sin. Yeah, Cincinnati. And the Super Bowl's in Los Angeles, the City of Angels. It's amazing how they do all of this. It's fun to do this, guys, to decode this, to connect stuff, to almost be a detective. I almost think this would be even more enjoyable without the money element, although I guess pretty much everyone would disagree with that. I think this would be a way more enjoyable experience and we'd be more united together if it was just about solving the riddle, like how a crime scene investigator wants to solve the murder. They're not thinking at the end of it, I'm going to get a nice bonus from solving this. They just want justice. And that's what I want, justice for all of this, because it pisses me off that we're giving our energy. I really don't want to watch this Super Bowl, but I've just signed for a new football team and they invited me to it. Well, I've been invited to a couple of Super Bowl parties and it'd be a good opportunity for me to interact with all these people, these new guys. And I'm not going to bring up Gematria because I don't want to ruin the day for them. I don't want to get all the attention on me. I'll just let them watch it and see if I can see stuff in play and maybe type stuff up on my Patreon as it's happening. I tagged you in a tweet to check out my video. 1,000 BN man, I'll watch it. I'll check it out and I'll leave a comment about it, mate. Thank you. Khnum is a god depicted as a ram and Tigris is the god of tigers. Thank you for that, Lady Hawk. I just knew there had to be something really biblical connected to all of this. Somebody mentioned the tiger in the movie The Hangover, Mike Tyson's tiger. And he said, look into that because I bet there's some connection to the Super Bowl with Mike Tyson having a tiger in that movie because everything they do, guys, connects. There's no accidents. It all syncs up. England means the land of the fallen angels. I'm from England. I didn't know that. Thank you. It makes sense why England has dominated in so many ways throughout history. We had the British Empire. England have been like, it's the financial capital of the world is London. Why? Maybe there are angels there. We know Freemasonry was founded there. 222 years and 2 months is Washington's death. I think he's talking about George Washington's death, exactly on the Super Bowl. Again, who does that favor? Whatever it is, it's pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? All those twos in 2022. It is very mind-blowing that it's synced up like that. The first ever president of the United States who was a 33-degree Freemason, George Washington. That's why Washington is named after him, the capital city. Guys, the capital city of the United States is named after a 33-degree Freemason. People say the Masons have no impact on the world. I heard Satan lives on Saturn. Very possible. They worship Saturn, which has 7 rings. That's why Brady retired with 7 rings, who's definitely a Satan worshipper. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. The guy who played 22 years in the NFL and Satanics 22, got 7 rings. 227, the 49th prime, Revelation. Revelation is playing out. It's just, who's behind it? Who's behind this revelation? Is it these secret societies? Is it the universe? Is it God and devil fighting each other, or God and devil the same thing? Which a lot of people say Lucifer and Jesus is the same person. I don't know any of this. None of us do. What do you think of Liverpool winning some trophies next season? Makes sense. Championship gets you 131. It's the 131st season of Liverpool, the 32nd prime. Tuchel, by the way, if he wins the League Cup, he's going to be 4-1. 4-1, like 41, the huge number with Chelsea in finals. And Tuchel's connected to Kobe. Tuchel coached for PSG against Bayern Munich in 2020, the year Kobe died in the Champions League final. And it was on Kobe Bryant's birthday, where he would have been turning 42. Which is another racial number. And that obviously finished 1-0 to Bayern Munich. The Bavarians, the Illuminati was founded in Bavaria. I like Bayern Munich this year to take it, which I said at the beginning, but we'll see what happens. Is Roy Keane a Jesuit Freemason? I can't see him having the patience. Yeah, Roy Keane's an actor, mate. Roy Keane's an actor on the world stage. He was an average footballer. They made out to be one of the greatest to ever play in the league. All he did was win a few tackles and play basic passes to the side. He was a great actor. So was Patrick Vieira. Is he a Freemason, Roy Keane? Absolutely. He's Catholic, isn't he? He's from the Republic of Ireland. He's absolutely at least member of a secret society. It's not even about being Catholic or a Jesuit. It's being a member of a secret society and worship Satan and being willing to do whatever it takes to gain an advantage and mock other people. And I'm sure they take part in sickening rituals daily. Yeah, this is the 33rd year anniversary of Hillsborough. I do like Liverpool to win the FA Cup. I said that at the beginning as well. So we'll see what happens. The problem is, I've said this, when you're determining futures, you've got to decode every team. And like, Who has time in the day to decode every team? Sometimes you can nail it and the riddle's just so strong, but other times it's like, who looked into the Cincinnati Bengals this year at the beginning of the season? Anyone in the world? Probably not, to win it. And they could win it. I don't think anyone at the beginning placed a bet on the Bengals unless they knew the outcome, because it's all rigged. Saturn versus Jupiter, the real Game of Thrones. Yes. Yes. Are these planets legit though, guys? Do you all believe in planets? Are there these planets above us? Or are they metaphors? Are they gods? Are they actual gods that we can't see? I don't know. I know we can see the sun and the moon. Obviously, the beginning of the week is Monday, which is named after the moon, Moon Day. And then the last day of the week is Sunday, which is after the sun. So do they put the moon above the sun? I don't know. There's a lot of sacrifices during the moon. A lot of ritual sacrifices during full moons and eclipses. I believe it's a coronation ceremony for George Washington, who has a statue of him posing as the Baphomet. He does, yeah. It could be, but if it is connected to George Washington, this Super Bowl, who does that benefit? Does that benefit LA or Cincinnati? The issue with all of this, there's so many connections. There's so many. The people connected to this Super Bowl, you have the Queen, you have Tom Brady, you have Kobe Bryant, you have both popes, both the Black Pope and Pope Francis. You have supposedly the Simpsons connected to it. You have Joe Biden connected to it. You have Tiger Woods, who crashed in LA, connected to it. I sometimes think they stage certain things to put so much shit in there that you get lost and you don't know what to believe, which way to go, which is what the Masons are amazing at, order out of chaos. They take you both sides. When you go left or right, you never go forward. And most people are always going left or right, like Democrat or Republican. So yeah, you've got to go with your gut. If you have a strong gut, the numbers are important, the riddles are important, but I know personally I've done incredible sensational codes that I've missed because the narrative was bigger than the numbers. I think it does vary from game to game. It's not just about the riddle and the numbers, guys, or just the narrative. It's so many things. They're not planets, they're stars. Okay, I can see that. It's funny how we worship stars on Earth. These celebrities, Hollywood Walk of Fame, where they get a star in Hollywood, the City of Angels. And again, Lucifer was an angel, wasn't he? A fallen angel. Lucifer was supposedly a good guy before his ego got too big for him, and God sent him down to earth with 33.3% of angels. That's what we're told. It's another reason why the number 33 is so big. It is a spider web. It is a spider web script unveiled. I read a book recently, The Freemasonic Spider Web. Once you get to a certain degree in Freemasonry, you can never leave. You can't escape the web. You're forever stuck in it. So you may as well just work your way up the web and get as much as you can out of it. It's like fighting the way up the web. It was a very, really good read. The Grey Pope I will do. I'm going to look up the Grey Pope, but right now I'm focusing on Arturo Sosa, the Black Pope. So I'm learning a lot about him. I've told you how the Super Bowl's 3 months and 1 day after what would have been his birthday, 31. Derby, the Rams just beat Hull City, the Tigers 3-1. The 11th prime, all of this stuff, guys. It's only so many minutes in a day, even though time's an illusion, for me to do this research and to have some sort of a life at the same time. Rams were once the Cleveland Rams, yeah, and Odell Beckham played for Cleveland. Kobe Bryant's playing in Cleveland at the moment because Kobe Bryant is Myles Garrett. And again, just look at that with eyes wide open. The way that Myles Garrett speaks, the way he moves, the way he plays basketball, all the numbers behind Kobe and Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's at Cleveland, where LeBron James was born. LeBron's connected to Kobe, so he overtook him the day before Kobe died. I'm saying this with 26 likes, and Kobe died the 26th day of 2020. It's a joke. Does the Mandela effect change any of this info? I believe it can, if you believe in the Mandela effect, which I do. So yes. Yes. The Rams founded in 68. Wow. Odell Beckham got injured exactly 68 weeks before the Super Bowl. That's amazing. I didn't even know that, mate. Thank you. Did you know at one point the Rams played the Bengals? I think the last time the Rams beat them, the score was 2013, and that's when Pope Francis became the Pope, 2013. He's definitely synced up to it, guys. Pope's 56, Society of Jesus is 56, Super Bowl 56. Let me just double check how many days it is after his birthday. By the way, today, you know, in the Southampton Man United game, exactly 5 weeks and 6 days between the coaches' birthdays. And it's the last Premier League game before the Super Bowl. And there was 5 weeks and 6 days between the coaches' birthdays. 5 weeks and 6 days is 41 days. Like LA gets you 41. I just told you if Tuchel wins the League Cup, he's going to be 4-1 in finals with Chelsea. It's just insane. So let me check Pope, the guy who was born in Saturnalia. Yeah, his birthday, 58 days before the Super Bowl. Pope Francis gets you 58. Kobe Bryant gets you 58. Freemasonry gets you 58. And I said Odell Beckham can get his 58th touchdown if he gets a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Wow, Francis's upcoming birthday is 307 days after the Super Bowl, which is the 63rd prime. And Kobe Bryant retired in 2016, the 63rd triangular number. There's a reason, guys, why JFK supposedly died in 1963, even though it never happened. I think that JFK in the car was AI. I think it was artificial intelligence. I don't think it was a legit person. Did Zuma play for Derby? Did Kurt Zuma play for Derby, guys? Because if he did, that is enormous with him kicking a cat. Did he go on? Kurt Zuma's from France, isn't he? Like the Society of Jesus were founded in France. Kurt Zuma, let me look into him. What's it say here? It's saying something about Derbyshire, guys, with Kurt Zuma. Derby, the Rams. I'll have to really decode this guy. But the fact that he's French is funny. He plays for West Ham, who have the Masonic logo. They have the Skull and Bones logo. He's 27, Zuma. That's when Stafford was born on 2-7, when Brady won his last Super Bowl, 2-7. Okay. Played for Saint Etienne, Chelsea, Stoke, Everton. Okay, he's never played for Derby. That would have been just perfect. I'll decode this guy, guys. Maybe not today. Oh, well, I might have to do it today. It's the Super Bowl being tomorrow. Kurt Zuma. He's an animal, Kurt Zuma, to be honest. He's a beast. The football players know it's rigged. I think only the top ones. And again, I don't know if you want to use the word rigged. I think they know the outcomes of the games at the highest level. I don't think they all completely rig it, and it's just the players and coaches responsible. There's an organic element to it that's being infiltrated. That's where I'm at. Yeah, LeBron and Steph Curry both born in the same hospital in Cleveland, two of the greatest to ever play in the NBA, because they're probably not humans, guys. They're either AI made in a lab. Demons. Like, what are the chances of Steph Curry and LeBron both being born in the same freaking hospital? And Seth Curry, who is Kobe's brother. No, what am I talking about? Seth Curry, who's Steph's brother, he was born on Kobe's birthday. Seth Curry was born on August the 23rd. What is this? To be honest with you. Fernandez won 11, Pogba 22 appearances from United. Wow, it's 3-3-3 between them. I tuned in to watch the Man United game. I don't know why you still watch these professional football games. One, the levels, from what I've heard, has gone down. Two, it's clearly just ritualistic. It's not organic. I don't know why you waste your energy still watching the Premier League. Unless you're betting on it and you're decoding in play, I don't know why you're watching it. I know people leave comments saying, I support Liverpool, I support United. I really don't know why you still support them when it's so blatant that they just want your energy. Oh, Tomori. Yeah, Tomori played for Derby, who also played at Chelsea. It was Tomori. Yeah, it was. Whatever happened to Mason Greenwood, nothing's going to happen. Within a few weeks, people will forget that he was even accused of rape, and then he'll be banging goals again. So Again, unless somebody like Mason Greenwood gets sent down for 10 years or something, somebody like Mason Greenwood, it's just going to be a ritual, black shaming ritual. Think most humans are not here anymore? That's a great question, Simon. That's a great question. I don't know if there's no humans here. I just think there's more demonic entities here. And they're running the show now, and they've possessed people at the highest level. Like everyone in this chat, I believe, is human, unless there's some bots in here or whatever. But I don't know. Humanity is dying, isn't it? Because we're focusing on artificial intelligence. A lot of the stuff with coronavirus, guys, was just to take away things like being able to touch people, smile at people, get close to people, which is huge about being a human. Connection. And they've tried to destroy that physical connection between humans. And again, like, what did he say? Charlie Chaplin, who's like, we are not machines, we are humans, or something he said with his Hitler tash. But we are slowly turning into like almost robots. I see a lot of people in this world now, and I speak to them. It's like I'm speaking to a robot, and they're soulless and they can't think for themselves, which is really sad. What do you make of The Simpsons? I said, Michael, I don't think that episode was even legit with The Simpsons. And again, all right, again, if the Bengals win and the episode was legit, it just backs up everything I've been saying for next to 2 years, that they foreshadow future events, that sports are all rigged, and it's all connected. So again, ideal for me, it'd be better for me as a decoder and a content creator for the Bengals to win. It's so blatant to break it down. The Rams is a lot more complex. The code I have for the Rams was very difficult to connect everything. But it makes sense if the Rams win with what I have now. Can they switch universes? Well, if we're going to have a meta universe, then yeah, there's multiple universes. Probably already had it. They're just making it accessible to the public now. This Super Bowl is connected to cryptocurrency as well. It is connected to the meta universe. It's connected to so many events because there's a global shift, guys. There's a global shift. They're talking about basically a new world order, the new normal and stuff like that. And most people are just going to accept the new normal, which is dictated by these secret societies. Or you can believe that it is just the universe going through a cycle and we need a change in it. It could be that. It could be astrological. I don't know. I do think there's sick people in the world running it. I really will not change my mind on that. It's just whether you believe that they're doing it by intention or they're being used, like some people say. Do you believe magic is a thing? 1,000,000%, Kevin. One of the things I'm most confident about now is saying magic's real. Black and white magic. Magic can be used in good ways and in terrible ways. And I think right now it's being used in terrible ways. And it depends what you regard magic as. I think what the television can do to a person, I think that's magic. I think just the power of the television putting spells on you is magic. I think the words can put spells on people, which is magic. But how do we define the word magic? What's the definition of it? I did a video about magic and demons and angels and all of that. Magic, the power of apparently influencing the course of events by using mysterious or supernatural forces. Magic's 1,000,000% real. But again, they try and tell you just in Disney movies that it's all fictional. Magic's just in Disney movies and all of that. And these magicians like David Blaine, they are possessed by demons. Please watch my video about it, about magic and demons. They go hand in hand. So yeah, I do believe in magic, mate. Zombies, again, a zombie for me is not the people that are going to go around eating other people's brains. Zombies for me are people who don't have the capacity to think for themselves. And a zombie for me is a person in a car wearing a mask by themselves with the windows up. That is a zombie to me. I see those people as zombies. I don't think people are going to be banging on your door like that and eating, like wanting to eat your brain like we see in the movies. Because what they do, they reveal truth in these movies and they exaggerate it. But they'll give you like 50-50 truth, like these controlled opposition people, like David Icke. They'll bring you so close to the truth and then feed you so much bullshit. That's what they do. It's part of their role in the show. All magic is black, white magic is an illusion. Oh. All magic is black. Okay, I don't know that. Is it? Because we always talk about duality and black and white. I think if there's black, there's white. But if you're saying it's just black, possibly. Rams could lose in a possible message that sheep will lose in the Rona war. That's very possible. I'm a ram, by the way, guys. I'm a ram. I'm Aries. I was born April the 14th, 144, which people will laugh at because Jesuit orders 144, like I knew that when I was born. So I'm a ram, which means I am pretty aggressive and passionate and feisty. And sometimes that works for me and other times it doesn't, because I can be a little bit hot-headed and stubborn, although I'm getting better at that because I'm controlling my ego. Winston Churchill was Hermann Göring. Wouldn't shock me that there's these characters playing multiple roles on the world stage and influencing us. Again, watch my Walt Disney's Adolf Hitler video and you'll see what I'm talking about. Watch Conscious X's videos. A lot of them are amazing. A lot of them like a bit too out there, but I like what he does. There's definitely characters playing multiple characters on the world stage. Pharma turning people into zombies, yes, in the billion-dollar industry. It's so funny. I was out with my mate last night, Svarley, a great guy. This is a nice story, guys. Svarley follows my Patreon. He's followed it for about a year, and he came to visit me. So one of my Patreons, who I didn't ever know, came to visit me in Cabo, and we've been hanging out. I've done it. I gave up so much yesterday. I did my own sacrifices yesterday. I was so busy, and I gave up everything to hang out with him and drive him around. So God bless you, Svarley. He's actually going to Guadalajara tomorrow. He don't care about watching the Super Bowl and stuff. All right, wait. There's something interesting about the actress Ana de Armas. 33 years old, born in 88. She's 5'6" and has 5.6 million followers on Instagram. Her father's name is Ramon, like Ram, de Armas. See, Sean, that's amazing observations. I love that. You can come join me. I'm going to set up a detective company. That's great stuff, mate. Well done. Ramon, R-A-M. I'm Aries 2. Bro, my brother is April 17th. Nice. Nice, mate. 3 days after mine. Cheeky 3. You got the 174, though. 17-4. Like, number of the beast is 174. But don't be worried about that. April the 20th, Leo. Nice. Nice. Got the 82 and the 28. 28's a perfect number. You all right, bruv? Going to sit in for the game. Like I said, I'm going to a party. I don't even know if I'm going to be there watching the game, glued to it, eating my pizza and drinking a beer like most people will. I just want to be around people. I like energy, and the Super Bowl does bring a lot of energy. But I don't know if I'm going to be watching every single play and dissecting it. I might do that for you guys. 56 people in the live as I'm discussing this. I might do it for you guys. I'm going to see how I feel. Anyone who truly knows me now knows I'm not a planner. Whatever happens on Sunday is going to happen. I might end up just being at home alone watching it and dissecting it. I might be going live. I might be with friends. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do for this Super Bowl game because I don't truly know myself. I believe we have the real magic within. I love that, Lady Hawk. We do. We're so powerful. We are so powerful. And most people have no idea of how powerful they truly are because they just limit themselves, which is unfortunate. Ben Simmons, LSU, number 1 pick like Joe Burrow. Yeah, there's that. Joe Burrow played for LSU Tigers and he won the Heisman, didn't he? And they beat another Tigers team in that final, which is just a joke in itself. That just shows you how rigged it all is. Joe Burrow is Mr. Tiger. It's just whether the Tigers are going to end victorious or not. When Tigers are going extinct, Tigers are dying. Tigers are dying. Tiger Woods' career died when he crashed, in my opinion. Tigers are connected to China. If the US genuinely does detest China, then it could be an FU to China if the Tigers lose with the year of the Tiger. But again, I believe China and the US and all these countries, they're connected. They're all run by the Jesuits, by secret societies. This whole shit about Russia's going to war with the Ukraine. It's like the same people run those countries. Innocent people's lives will be taken, unfortunately, because that's how it goes. But it's all pre-orchestrated by the same people. When Trump was talking about, call it the Chinese virus, it's like the people at the highest level in China are Freemasons. You just check out the symbolism. It's so obvious. So they're all connected. And a lot of people, guys, just always tell me everything's about money. They always say, well, this is all about money. Bill Gates just wants to get richer. Wake up, guys. It's nothing to do with money. It's control now. It's world domination. They print off paper. They don't need more money. Although it is definitely an aspect of it. But I've always said this, it's not about them wanting more money necessarily. It's about them wanting way more money than we have, keeping us really low in regards to our financial situation. So yeah, all these rituals, guys, it's not, people say, well, more money's on this team in the Super Bowl, so that determines who wins. They're going to go with the other team because Vegas always wins. It's like, you think this whole Super Bowl's all about Vegas winning a bit of money? Like, no. It's just one small element of it is Vegas. The ritual surely has to be way bigger for a Super Bowl than Vegas winning or losing a bit of money, which they'll make back probably in the evening in the NBA. Year of the Tiger for me is like somebody's just mentioned it. It is too obvious for me. Could be wrong. Don't you think? Don't you think it's too obvious that the Tiger team wins the Year of the Tiger? But they do make a lot of things obvious. They have in the past made things painfully obvious, but they are making it harder now. I believe that they are making it a lot harder. Many reckon we have DNA from 22 alien species. If that is true, mate, with the 22, the Rams last won the Super Bowl 22 years ago. Tupac gets you 22. And he's going to be performing his hologram. 22 is the master builder number. From what I've read, is the most powerful number in the world, 22. I'll decode Taylor Swift's song, 22. It's just an incredibly powerful number. I keep talking about the number 11, and 11 times 2 is 22. That's like 112, and the Jesuits operate in 112 nations. Mathematics gets you 112. The other day, we had the date 11/2. The 11th of February. It's wild, man. It's wild stuff. Facts. People really think Bezos and Elon got all the liquid cash. But yeah, fastest. Yeah, listen. People like Bezos and Musk and Gates, which we all blame. We all focus our energy on those puppets, who might not even be human at this point. We need to start questioning who owns those people. Who's controlling Bezos? You really think one bald, alien-looking gimp came up with Amazon? Him? Or how Walt Disney just came up with Disneyland or Disney World? Or Elon Musk came up with the concepts of PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, just this one guy from South Africa who didn't have a dad growing up? Like nearly all of them. Grew up with single parents, probably didn't even have parents because they're AI, or they were made in a lab like Frankenstein. I don't know. These people right at the top running the show, guys, or at least the people that we think are running the show, they don't have souls, in my opinion. And that's why I don't think they're human. They're soulless. They're truly soulless people. Do you know anybody from the country of Uzbekistan? I'm asking because that's where I'm from. I don't, mate, but now I know you. Uzbekistan, no. That's cool that you're watching from Uzbekistan, or maybe you were born there and you live somewhere else now. Last year was too obvious. Yeah, the Brady one, I've said this. I called Brady and the Bucs to beat the Chiefs before the NFL season began. It won me over $5,000, and that money, I used that money for like a year to bet. It's so fun. I was playing with Vegas's money. That was obvious, but since that, they've made it tough. How many people had the Bucs to beat the Suns at the beginning of the season? How many people had the Atlanta Braves to beat Houston Astros at the beginning of the season? Tell me. Nobody? Bucks Chiefs, I'm sure a lot of people maybe did call that like I did at the beginning. Again, Brady winning at 43 years old was just a joke. They say that angels created man. Makes sense. But isn't there something in the Bible about how God regrets making man? Somebody was telling me about that. God regrets making man. Is that legit or am I wrong? Is somebody just stating something that's not true? God regretted making man on the 6th day or something. That's why the number of the man is 666. So we're made on the 6th day, and then God rested on the 7th day, didn't he? The genders are flipped. Yeah, I think practically every top star is inverted. Maybe all of them at A-list level are inverted or trans. And that's hard for people to process, especially when you've had a crush on certain women or certain guys and you realize actually you've been attracted to the same sex as you. I think that's messed with a lot of people as well, biologically. I was out last night having a few drinks, and again, nothing against anybody who's gay. I feel like half of the bar was gay, and this is a regular bar. It wasn't some gay bar. Half of the bar was gay. I was like, what is this? Is there something in the water? Is it the mainstream that's affected people's, I don't know, brain cells to want to turn them gay? Is it people who were just living in a world where they felt like they had no purpose, no meaning, and now they find that by being gay because they're part of a group? I don't know. They were everywhere. You can ask my mate, Farley, who I was with. Do you think Ronaldo ever existed? Yes, and then they got rid of him, is my opinion with Ronaldo. I think the young kid Ronaldo who signed for United when he was 18 was a legit talent. And then I think that the Ronaldo now is AI. The guy is just too perfect. And he's 37, is he? Or is he 30? He's 37. He's too perfect. He's got the best body out of any athlete at age 37. He can still run as fast as anybody. He can still jump as high as anybody. I don't think that. Did you see how his son just got the number 7 shirt at United? They can just, again, he's Ronaldo Jr.'s at United, Robbie Savage Jr.'s at United, Rooney's kids are at United. It's just one big Masonic family, these clubs, and we need to stop worshipping them and watching them and getting their names on our back of our shirts. God loves everyone, I agree. But this guy just told me that God regretted making man. Is this correct? Or is it just, I don't know why he said that if it's a lie. We are God. I love that. I do believe God and Christ is within each and every one of us. That's why Jesus said Christ is within me. And I think they've hidden that. I think Christ is consciousness. It's Christ consciousness, which we've lost through the shit that we eat, the TV that we watch, the water that we drink, the low frequencies that we live on. Consciousness is Christ for me, is God. Consciousness is God. And if there's a consciousness shift, I write about this in my book, which I'm definitely going to get out there very soon. If there's a huge shift in consciousness, I think that dictates our reality. The level of consciousness dictates our reality. So whilst we're on a low consciousness, the reality that we're living in is a low frequency, and it's pretty negative. I listened yesterday to LeBron James saying he's not going to retire until he's played on the same team as LeBron Jr. It's like he knows that he's going to be playing with him because he knows how his career is all planned out, probably from the beginning. Happy Bee is filled with estrogen, yeah, for sure. Lots of guys full of estrogen, and it seems like there's lots of girls full of testosterone now. I don't know how they're doing it. I saw a girl yesterday who was like 6'4" in a bar squaring up to a guy. I was like, what is this? I've never seen a woman square up to a guy, and the guy looked petrified. I don't know if like UFC's giving women more confidence to fight. I just don't like the idea. This might sound sexist. I don't like the idea of 2 women fighting each other. I don't really like fighting in general, but the idea of 2 women fighting each other, it makes me sick, to be honest. It's hard to find a classy woman now as well. It's hard to find a classy woman. Where have they gone? Again, it's just this bullshit system we're living in. I teach in China, and when I joined my school, there were a handful of lesbians. Now, 4 years later, around 33% of girls are lesbians. Yeah, We have to ask why. Why is this? It has to be connected to society. A lot of celebrities have recently come out as being gay. But 10 years ago, if you were gay, you were looked down upon, and now you're hailed as some sort of hero for being gay or trans. Why have they shifted this? What's going on? It's insane how they do it. They've mastered psychology, guys. They've mastered psychology in the human brain. They've done experiments on humans, MK Ultra, Operation Mockingbird, all of this stuff. And they know how the human psyche works. And then that's why the majority of the world believe the same things. Because when you have consciousness, a certain amount of people believe one thing, it becomes globally accepted. And then it becomes real, because reality is an illusion. What we believe becomes real, which becomes our reality. But we're living in a virtual one right now. Yes, there's a chemical called astrazine. It's in weed killer Roundup, sprayed on crops, gets in water, turns male frogs into female frogs, and then even back to male in some cases. They're spraying shit in the air, yeah? I can't get into this. I don't want my video taken down. They're putting stuff in the air, which is probably messing with us, chemicals. It's in the food and the water. Kings of Leon had a song called Radioactive, and they were like, it's in the water. It's in the water. What's in the water? Again, people like Kings of Leon, probably all inverted, wear the little high-heeled shoes when they're on stage. I love Kings of Leon. To be honest, I'm not going to lie. I love their music. I've watched them live. I watched them at Leeds Festival. But it's hard for me to really appreciate them as people now when they're clearly owned or controlled or satanic. But yeah, they had a song that said it's in the water. It didn't necessarily say what it was. Maybe they're talking about radiations in the water. Played a wife in Watch Dogs. Snoop Dogg about to star as Marilyn Monroe this year. What the heck? Eminem, yeah. Double M, Master Mason. Eminem is a Master Mason. Again, Eminem. Pay attention to him, because I think Eminem's dead. Eminem's a clone at this point. So let's see if any of them malfunction at halftime. Maybe they'll malfunction. Maybe check out as well for if the lights go out, because there's definitely going to be some sort of they're going to cut the circuit, the electric circuit soon, for sure. There's going to be blackouts, and so look out if they at one point at halftime show where everything goes black, and everyone's going to go, ooh, they're all going to be all excited. If everything just goes black, because there'll be a blackout. They foreshadowed it in lots of shows where there's been blackouts in Los Angeles. Somebody told me to look into these truckers and how it all syncs up with the Super Bowl. It'll be a ritual. I think this whole trucker thing's a ritual with an organic element. So there was a ritual behind it, and then maybe there's genuine truckers who are playing their part in it, who are actually genuine people wanting change. But in general, the whole thing was pre-planned with the truckers. That's my thought on it. Beatles, Fool on the Hill about flat Earth. Yep, again, probably flat. Baby formula has lots of estrogen. Okay, that makes so much sense. So guys, don't give your babies baby formula. It's hard to avoid it. You remember the talcum powder, which we found out was really bad for us? And that's Johnson & Johnson who are doing these as well. J&J Johnson, what was Boris's last name? That bozo, who's definitely related to Trump. They were both born in New York. Donald Trump and Boris Johnson both born in New York. Seems like nobody knows that. Both look alike, same shit hair. And this is coming from a guy who has pretty shit hair, but it's not as bad as Boris Johnson's. Even my mum hates Boris Johnson. She was going wild about him. He's a buffoon, Adam. I was like, keep talking, mum. You go, girl. He is a buffoon. He's an absolute clown, and he's inverted. What, Adam? It doesn't matter, mum. Let's move on. Just check out his hips, baby. Yeah, one of the reasons I don't have children, I don't want children, which is sad, because I feel like I was meant not to have them, even though I'm amazing with kids through teaching, coaching. Just I've got a instant rapport with kids. Never wanted to be a dad, and I feel like it was meant to be. It's like my soul must have known not to bring a kid into this world the way it was going to go, like without even realizing it. Eminem is played by Tom Green. I've seen the video about that, mate. And didn't Eminem quote Tom Green in a song? Something about Tom Green humping a dead moose or something. Yeah, I've heard that Tom Green plays Eminem. It's insane. I don't know. It's wild, man. It's wild. Script unveiled. I'm saying, do you think she is a clone? But I said she is pretty. You can get pretty clones, guys. Bloody mannequins can be pretty at times. Not saying I have a fetish for mannequins, but yeah, clones can be pretty, guys. They replicate. Like, imagine if you're making a clone, you can make them as beautiful as you want. You could make them even more beautiful. You just add to them, get rid of their flaws. And it's sad that a lot of women live in a world reading these beauty magazines, which should be banned, in my opinion, thinking that they should look like these celebrities when they all get airbrushed, or they're not actually real people. They're robots with these perfect bodies, or they're transgender. And these average women who have a little bit of meat on them, which all women should have, feel inferior to these celebrities who are not actually real. They're not actually real in any capacity. So real people are comparing themselves with things that are not real, expecting to be the same as them. But you can't be. I was at Leeds Fest for Kings. Oh, wow. So if you were there when I was there, there was Kings of Leon, Placebo. There was Florence and the Machine performing at Leeds Festival. There was the Kaiser Chiefs. Who else did I enjoy watching in that festival? I don't know. There was so much good music, guys. The Enemy was there. I think Kasabian was there. But I still get excited by music, even though the industry is satanic. Music is magical. I might be doing a live with a girl that I know called Nicoletta Spinelli, who has the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. She's going to be a top star. Hopefully she doesn't get used and abused by the system. But I might do a live with her, not a live, just to chat with her about music and the power of music and how it can influence people's emotions. And is it satanic? And is it organic? Do people write their own music? I might get her on. I'll drop her a message today. She has a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful voice, like an angel, man. Let me go back to these comments. Okay, what have we got? Georgina Ronaldo's wife looks like a girl in my school, and that's why I said she's pretty. She's pretty. Okay. Still go to school, Jeremiah? You got a lot of knowledge for a guy who's still at school. There's a lot of I can't even talk about anti-V's and so-called truthers are preparing for the Antichrist. I don't know what's going on with the Antichrist, who the Antichrist is, if it's going to be fulfilled, if Revelation's going to be fulfilled, if Armageddon's going to happen. I don't believe so. I think it's fear. But we'll find out. All those type of things we will actually find out. And if we live through it, it's going to be pretty intense, isn't it? But also amazing at the same time. Snoop Dogg. Sure, here's a lot, man. Here's a whizzle. Let me look into Snoop Dogg. The guy who's been on the scene for close to 30 years. Okay, he was born in 71. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic the 71st day of 2020. This guy was born on the 20th day of October. Long Beach. Snoop Dogg's full name, Calvin Cordezar Broadus Jr. They all have Junior at the end as well. I've noticed the people with Junior at the end, it's either for the gematria value or they're from a Masonic family. You get a lot of NFL players who have Junior at the end of the name, to be honest with you. Junior. Hi, mate. Thoughts on Queen Elizabeth? I've said, Danny, I think Queen's dead at age 96. I just don't have a date. If she's not already dead, that is. Maybe died decades ago. The Queen hasn't aged in about 50 years, and it's very easy to not age when you're wearing a mask or you're AI or you're a demon. She hasn't aged in 50 years, guys. That should be a red flag. Oh, but she's just healthy. She gets the best skin treatment. She's old, guys. If she was a legit person, she's 95. At age 95, you should literally look like you're dead, like a zombie, like a vampire. At age 95. Queen's out there got better skin than me. And she's what? How much? 50, 60 years older than me? 60 years older than me. Got better skin than me. Watch a clip from the US office on China. It's funny how the US office had 201 episodes, which is a big number with the Jesuits. They dropped some cheeky COVID foreshadowing saying there are 56 cities with over 1 million people and they will overtake the USA in 2020. Wow. Against Steve Carell with a... It's so sad, this, because I love The Office. Steve Carell makes me laugh. And maybe he doesn't know what he's doing when he's reading out these lines, but I think he must do. Like, why do they have 201 episodes in The Office? 201, why? Why wasn't it 200 or 205? Why 201? And it was in Scranton, which is where Biden's from, isn't it? Could be wrong. Metro Goldwyn Mayer or MGM or 13713 or Unlucky, Unlucky or Chaos or Order Chaos. MGM is a palindrome. Metro City and Goldwyn and Goldwyn. Wow. Golden City. I've said I think the Golden State Warriors are going to win the NBA. I should do a post on my Patreon for people. I do like Golden State Warriors. I do think the Golden Gate Bridge is coming down as well. John Cena and Roman Reigns look like twins. What? They don't. Roman Reigns, guys, is connected to the Vatican. Roman Reigns, like Roman Reigns. That's why he's been the champion for so long. He's a member of the Shield. And at the beginning of their theme, it goes Alpha Delta and something else. And Alpha Delta, two of the variants of coronavirus. The Shield, there was obviously 3 of them. Seth Rollins is now the Messiah. Call him Jesus. Dean Ambrose is an alcoholic now going through depression, mental health problems. Again, what celebrity isn't at the moment? Because they want you to get hooked on medication. That's why they're pushing mental health, in my opinion. Definitely not because they care about us. I've never liked supermodels. I don't like tall girls. And I've never been attracted to the Victoria's Secret models. And now I realize I'm glad I didn't, because they're all blokes. I'm going to do about 20 more minutes, guys. I'm not going to overdo it today. Got a lot of stuff I need to do. Kind of going off topic. I'm going to go back to the Super Bowl. I'm going to go back to the Super Bowl. So I personally think the Rams take it. I really don't care either way, though. I'm not pushing a certain team in my community where I'm worried that they're going to lose money. I've given both sides. I have been neutral with this, but I'm also saying who I think is going to win. I'm not supremely confident. I do like Odell Beckham Jr. to get a touchdown. If Bengals win it, congratulations to anyone who bet on them, because they're a really good price at plus 170. Don't bet too big on this game. I've said that as well. And I will, of course, do a video after the Super Bowl to break it all down. I'm excited to do that because I'm very good at breaking stuff down. That will be fun to do that. See if there's any major rituals that do take place during the halftime show, or maybe after, or maybe before. There might be something major. Just be aware, the day of Super Bowls, I think there's something major happening astrologically, where they want us sat on our ass, not witnessing it. So be aware of that, and be aware of the amount of energy you give to this game. There's going to be millions of people giving a lot of energy, and that energy is going somewhere. We've got to ask ourselves where it's going. Do you know that Stafford? You know, I told you the Rams won the Super Bowl 22 years ago in the year 2000. It says here, 22 million. Oh, God. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford's total earnings before taxes and agents' fees this season. Guys, 22 million. And then check this out. It says, Cincinnati quarterback Joe Burrow is well behind, earning just 2.3 million in salary this season. 2.3. I just read these articles. 2.3. Guys, if the Rams win the Super Bowl, they're 2-3 in Super Bowls. They're 2-3. When LeBron first signed for the Lakers, what jersey did they give him? LA. They gave him the 23 jersey. I know it's 6 now, but 2 times 3 is 6. They gave LeBron the 23 jersey. So I'm going to keep reading this. I always find cool stuff when I read these stuff. So the 30-second Super Bowl commercial is going to be $7 million. $7 million. So they tell us, guys. It's just bullshit. Because last year it was 5.6 million, which is hilarious. 7 million the year that Brady retires. The guy who had 7 rings. What else is there? 220 million, the national media rights payout to each of the NFL's 32 teams this season. 22 million, 220 million. That's another 22. Just a joke. And this 4.8 billion, the value of the Rams number 4 on what? Guys, the Rams are worth 4.8 billion and they're number 4 on the Forbes list of NFL most valuable teams. Number 4, 4th ranked, Super Bowl, 44th day of the year. Brady retires at 44. What is this, guys? 4.8 billion. What time did Che Adams score today for Southampton? Was it the 48th minute? And Sancho scored. My community had Sancho to score in this game. Congratulations. That wasn't me. Somebody posted it. He had Sancho to score with his 41 connections, and he did after 21 minutes. Like the word Jesuit. I do have a point, thank you, about the word therapist being broken into 2 words. The rapist, because they rape your mind. You should never go and see a therapist, in my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying you can't tell people about your problems and get it off your chest. But when you go see a therapist, guys, they're just following a script. And who wrote those scripts? These secret societies. 56 viewer. Congratulations, mate. John Cena looks like Mark Wahlberg. Absolutely. Absolutely. It could be the same person. John Cena hosted the ESPYs, which is the Oscars for athletes. And they had a wrestler, a sports entertainer, host it. Interesting. 10.7 billion, 107 guys, like the Bengals finished 10-7 in the regular season. 10.7 billion. The net worth of Rams owner Stan Kroenke. He's also the owner of Arsenal. So maybe Arsenal. I know Arsenal gets you 56, I think. I think Arsenal or Arsenal FC gets you 56. Arsenal FC, 56. Stan Kroenke, the owner of Arsenal FC, and is also the owner of the Rams. I'm going to have to look into Kroenke. Sounds a lot like Gronk, like Gronkowski. The man behind the world's 2nd most valuable sports empire. The 7th richest team owner. 7. Yeah, I'm going Rams, guys. Oh my God, this title on Forbes, guys. The money behind Super Bowl 56. 11 numbers you need to know for Rams versus Bengals. 11 numbers. I've told you how Burrow was drafted 11 years after Stafford. Told you how the Super Bowl's 3 months and 1 day after the Black Pope's birthday. The 11th prime. Oh, goodness me. Goodness gracious me. The illusion, check what I just sent you about the Rams on Discord. Okay. I'll look now. I rarely ever go on Discord, but I really respect you, Daniel. Let me sign in. Discord. All right, what's Daniel got? Okay, sent me an image. Premier League connection. If the LA Rams win, they will do so for owner Stan Kroenke. Stan. Didn't Eminem have a famous song called Stan with Dido? My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. He had a song called Stan, didn't he? About a fan who ended up killing himself and his pregnant wife. Okay, so I've just connected Stan with Eminem, who's performing, who was born in Detroit, where Stafford played with the Lions. Let me go back. Sorry, I love doing this, guys. I love these connections. I get excited. 35-year-old man getting excited like a kid. If the LA Rams win, they will do so for owner Stan Kroenke, which would make him the 2nd Premier League owner to win the Super Bowl in successive years after last year's triumph by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who, like Manchester United, are owned by the Glazer family. Mate, I've connected the Rams with the Bucs in detail. I've never connected the owners with Kroenke and the Glazers, mate. Yeah, the Glazers are the owners of Man United and the Buccaneers. And then Kroenke's the owner of Arsenal and the Rams. Wow, mate. Mate, if that hits, if the Rams win, which I think they do, I say this with 44 likes and Super Bowls on the 44th day of the year. If this hits, mate, I'm going to add that. And obviously that's you. You found that. That's not me. But that's magical, mate. If they're doing it, and I've told you how the Premier League is synced up with the Super Bowl. I've said that all year long. And if they have the owner of Arsenal win it, and then last year they had the owner of Man United win it, Man United have drawn the last 3 freaking games, 1-1, like 11, the number I keep talking about. They've drawn the last 3 games, 1-1, Middlesbrough, with Burnley, and with who did the Southampton? 3 dog shit teams they can't beat. Wow, mate. I have to look into Kronk now. But I want to enjoy myself today. I've been working too hard. I'll have to do it tonight. Looks like it'll be another sleepless night for the illusion. Oh my God, I got so excited there. Guys, this is the pure joy I get from this knowledge. Thank you, Daniel. And this is why we should help each other. I don't just want to be the guy who people, this guy's a god, he knows everything. No, a lot of people help me. A lot of people will throw stuff like that to me that I will look into further and make it even better. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much for that. And I'm gonna treat myself to a glass of water. No, not a glass, a sip of water after that. Wow. Arsenal FC 56. Manchester 56. Old Trafford 56. Super Bowl 56. Black Lives Matter 56. All the black musicians performing. Mate, thank you for that. Let me I'm going to have to look into him quickly now. Stan Kroenke. And guys, if the Bengals win, they win. Okay? Don't get angry with me if you're going to bet on the Rams because I like them. July the 29th. It's 74. Okay, Stan Kroenke's 74. Lucifer's 74. Jesus is 74. Jesus Christ is 74. There was a riddle for Brady to drop to 7-4 in the Super Bowl if he got there. So he's 7-3. His nickname's Silent Stan. Interesting. Okay. What? Wait. So the St. Louis Rams, the LA Rams were called St. Louis Rams. Louis, which makes me think of Hank Aaron. His middle name's Hank Louis Aaron, his name. He died on 1-2-2, the anniversary of Kobe's 666 game. Hank Aaron wore the number 44 jersey, hit 44 home runs for 4 seasons in his career. So I didn't know this. Thank you for this. Kobe retired in 2016. Okay. And I've just seen that the, what they called, the St. Louis Rams relocated to Los Angeles in 2016, which is the year Kobe retired. And 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. This is insane. So 6 years ago, the St. Louis Rams moved to Los Angeles. 6, another 6. Let me just check something, guys. Sorry if I'm missing you in the comments. I want to see Arsenal in the league, you know. Arsenal is 6 in the league. Oh my goodness. Arsenal is 6 in the league. And St. Louis Rams moved to Los Angeles 6 years ago. Oh my God, guys, this is huge. Daniel, this is huge, mate. This is huge. The LA Rams last won the Super Bowl. Well, the St. Louis Rams, aka the LA Rams, won the Super Bowl 22 years ago. Okay, in 2000. Do you know how many games Arsenal have played in the league this season? 22. Arsenal have played 22 games in the league this season. Their owner is the same guy who owns the Rams, who can win the first Super Bowl can win the Super Bowl 22 years after they last won it. Okay, Arsenal have played 22 games. They've won 12. That's not great because the Bengals can become 1-2 in Super Bowls. They've drawn 3. Oh, but the Bengals can get their 3rd loss. Be 0-3. And they've lost 7. That's a 37. Los Angeles is 37. Oh, this is hilarious in itself, guys. This is going off topic. Arsenal have won 12 games, drawn 3 and lost 7. So 12-3-7, like 12-37, and 37 is the 12th prime. What a joke. These leagues are an absolute disgrace. But explain, when will the financial crash happen? I think 2023 is going to be where they're really going to be a financial crash. So I'll try to look more into that for you. When they really start pushing crypto and getting rid of money as we know it, there'll be a massive crash. So I'll look into that for you. Pinder is the guy who is the head of all secret societies. I didn't know that. Look into Liverpool American owners. You know, LeBron James has a stake in Liverpool, which is interesting. I know when Brady won the Super Bowl, didn't Man City beat Liverpool 4-1 at Anfield? 4-1, like 41 again, that 41 number. I know Man City definitely beat Liverpool at Anfield on the Super Bowl. It's all synced up, guys. It really is all synced up, isn't it? Burrow is the new Brady. I've said I don't think the Super Bowl is going to be around in 22 years. And Brady had a 22-year career. I don't think Burrow is the new Brady. Stafford is connected to Brady massively. Stafford's 13th season as well, isn't it? And the Super Bowl is the 13th day of the month. It's Stafford's 13th season. There's 13 Illuminati bloodlines. This is hard, guys. Like, is it a flip of a coin for this Super Bowl? Close enough, in my opinion. It's close enough to being a flip of a coin. And if it is a flip of a coin and you are going to bet, Bengals have the value, don't they? So I don't know. It's your decision. What have you bet on? Do you think Pele was a good footballer? No. No, I don't. I felt like that when I was younger. Most of his career was spent in the MLS. Yes, he won World Cups. Winning trophies doesn't make you a good footballer. Just look at Wes Brown or Darren Fletcher. These type of players, John O'Shea, they won a shitload of trophies. Phil Neville, does it make them good footballers? This whole thing about you can only determine a person's success by the trophies they've won, their ability, it's absolute nonsense. Do you think Brady's the best quarterback ever? No. Just rigged for him to be the best quarterback ever. More rings than any other franchise in the NFL, Tom Brady. Because he's got good mental strength, guys. All elite athletes should have elite mental strength, or they shouldn't be there. I've got about 5 more minutes. It's when the back starts getting tense. It's 1:30-ish here, and I've not ate yet the whole day, which is not good, guys. It's not good. The Rams were the Chicago Rams, St. Louis Rams. The Rams then went back to LA. Interesting stuff. The Ram must be connected to the bull. Do they both have horns? I don't think it's a coincidence Chicago Bulls are doing well because Bull is a beast, and there's all this stuff about the beast of Revelation. The Bulls just suddenly become a great team again. The team that was founded in 66, and Bulls gets you 66. And the NBA was founded on 6/6, the 6th of June. Adam, I really enjoyed your lives. Thank you, Lady Hawk. Have a wonderful day. The owner died before the first Super Bowl and left the team to his wife before she sold the team. I didn't know that, Sean. Thank you. Financial crash is happening right now. Yeah, it's been happening for a while. But I think people are talking about like real like shit. I'm screwed here, financial crash. Bobby Moore always knew the score. Yeah, the guy who won the World Cup in 66. Wore the number 6 jersey, like 666. Who gave him the trophy? The Queen and Prince Philip. Beat Germany 21 years after the war. Jesuits 21. It's just outrageous. A lot of shit going on this year, last year, the 21st year, the 21st century, where Brady goes 7-3, the 21st prime. It's outrageous, guys. Beyond a joke. Brady's wife is a witch. Yeah, he did. He said, I'm lucky my wife is a witch. He said that in an interview, and it's online if you want to find it. Do Brazil produce the best footballers in the world? Seems to be the case, talent-wise, judging by World Cup wins. But again, I don't know. I don't know what's real anymore when it comes to professional sports. I've never been to Brazil. I've played football once with a Brazilian when I played for Hollywood. He was a decent player. He wasn't better than me, but he was decent. He was Brazilian. I don't know. The question is, if it is all rigged and corrupt, why did they choose Brazil to be the dominant team? Remember Ronaldo had his pyramid hair one time in a final? His haircut, when he had that stupid haircut. With his stupid teeth. Stupid prick, Ronaldo. R9. Again, two of the greatest players to ever play the game are Ronaldo, the Brazilian, and Ronaldo, the Portuguese. And Brazilians speak Portuguese. And then Ronaldinho is one of the greatest players to ever play for Brazil, or maybe ever to play in the world. And Ronaldinho means little Ronaldo. Ronald McDonald. Wonder why he's called Ronald. surprised it's not called Ronaldo McDonaldo. All right, a few more minutes. Have a good one. Thank you. Same to you. Same to all of you guys. Have a good one. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have fun, learn something, spread positivity. I don't know. Just make the most of your free time. Super Bowl logo looks like a blood dripping. Yeah, guys, it's satanic. There's a lot of shit going down. And I think we've not even hit the surface of the satanic stuff that's going to happen probably this year and next year, 2023. 2030 is going to be wild as well. When you look into Agenda 2030 or Agenda 30, where they want the world to go. Remember Johan Cruyff? Yeah, I remember his son Jordi Cruyff as well, who was horse shit footballer, but again, he had the bloodline, played at Man United. Johan Cruyff, he created the Cruyff turn. Yeah, from Holland, Barcelona, Jesuit, Mason. Talent. Can still be a Jesuit and a Mason and still have talent, guys. Was Zico any good? From what I saw of the highlights of him, yes. Better than Pele. Gonna have a cold beer. Enjoy, mate. Don't drink too many, but enjoy a nice cold beer. Maybe a cheeky bag of crisps or some peanuts. Enjoy it. Alcohol, fast food, do it in what's the word? Just don't have too much of it. It's fine. It's one big club. All the owners are connected. I think all the owners are magicians. Or they're just 33-degree Masons. Or they just have the bloodline and they're committed just atrocious acts to get to where they are. But I do think these owners all sit down together and they dictate what's going to go down. I think that the owners do. They meet. They have these board meetings and stuff, don't they? I wonder what they're talking about. You better call Tyrone. Who's Tyrone? Tyrone from Coronation Street, that fat guy who dated Fizz with the ginger hair, arguably the ugliest character I've ever seen on the TV screen. Fizz. I know there's a lot of Americans, Canadians also speak. You probably don't know who Fizz is from Coronation Street. She was horrific looking. And there was a guy who dated her called Tyrone. I remember when Ronaldo was about 17 playing for the Portuguese club saying there was someone better than him. But yeah, well, what they did with I've told you the story with Ronaldo. There was him and his best friend playing for a team in Portugal, and there was agents watching, and they said, whoever scores the most goals in this game will get a professional contract. And supposedly Ronaldo's best friend was better than Ronaldo at the time, and he was through on goal in the last minute, and he could have scored, and he passed to Ronaldo. Ronaldo got the contract and went on to be the GOAT. It's pathetic. Never happened. And then Ronaldo bought him a house and supports him, and now he's got this Freemason actor pretending to be Ronaldo's childhood friend. It's embarrassing. It's cringeworthy. And again, they tell you Ronaldo came from nothing. They all come from nothing. Eminem came from nothing. They don't. They come from probably given everything that they've ever wanted. And then they get whatever they want. Liverpool makes me think of blood pooling from liver. Wow, that's very smart. Liverpool is where they transferred the slaves as well. And obviously, it's the 102nd NFL season. Slavery gets you 102. The N-word gets you 102, I think. All sorts of other words connected to racism get you 102. What do you think of next week's Champions League? I'll look into it for you. I think PSG will knock out Real Madrid. I'll look into some of them, not all of the games, but it's interesting. 2 legs makes it difficult. I think if I do post codes for the Champions League, I'm going to post teams to qualify rather than a team to win. They do so many draws, guys, so many draws to screw you. But if you get on a team to qualify, it's the best bet, in my opinion. Because even if they get beat like 3-0, they could end up still qualifying. We know how bullshit it is. We saw what Liverpool did to Barcelona when Trent Alexander-Arnold just put in a corner perfectly for Origi and no Barcelona player defended it. So I think, if you're going to bet on the Champions League and the knockouts, bet on a team to qualify. Don't do the daily games. That's my advice to you. See Ronaldo's mother with the Pope? Wow, didn't see that. I know the Pope hosted Argentina and Italy. And Buffon, Messi, all of them were there with Francis. the Argentinian who resides in the Vatican in Italy. Disgraceful. And then in 24 hours, Argentina won the Copa America and Italy won the Euros. I wonder what was going on in that meeting in the Vatican. You think they were just hanging out? No, it's Jesuits getting together, determining what's going to happen in the future, making sure they're all on the same page. At that level, Ajax look amazing. Yes, they do for the Champions League. They look great. I like Bayern. Ajax is my second favourite. Liverpool PSG final. I don't think so, but it could be. It very well could be if that's what you believe, and then go for it. They want everyone to think they came from nothing so that you can... Yeah, they want us to relate to them, and they want to make us feel like we can achieve what they can achieve through hard work and dedication, but it don't get you really anywhere. It does to a certain level. Hard work and dedication does. If you're working out, you might get a job promotion, but there's a glass ceiling for people like us. But they'll tell you that these players, these athletes, these celebrities, these politicians came from nothing and worked their way up. It's lies. They told you that with Simon Cowell. They told you that with Steve Jobs. They told you that with Elon Musk. They all seem to come up with their ideas. They work in a garage. They got no support from the family. Dwayne Johnson, who had $7 in his pocket, whatever he said he had, $7 in his pocket. And then he's like, no, I'm going to make it. I had nothing. Even though his dad was a professional wrestler, he probably got paid a ton of money. Just nonsense. The Rock's related to Roman Reigns, who's cousins with the Usos. They're all wrestlers, all connected by the same Samoan bloodline. Just sick. Right, I'm going to do 2 more minutes, guys. My stomach's actually rumbling here. I hope this live helped you in some capacity, whether with the Super Bowl, to, I don't know, to make you feel happy about the world, to not have you live in fear. Maybe I made you laugh sometimes along the way in the live. I hope you got something out of this live. I'm doing it on my day off on a Saturday. And good luck to you if you bet responsibly. And remember, this knowledge is way more important than decoding sports. Have a good day, Sean. Same to you. They say these celebrities come from nothing, so people who come from nothing will strive for fame instead of stability. Brilliant. People are so desperate to be famous, and they believe they have the possibility of being famous because these other people came from nothing and they can do the same thing. You can't. You're never going to be famous, okay? Unless you Masonic bloodlines, sacrifice something, you're never going to be famous at the highest level. And it's probably a good thing. You don't want to be part of these 6 satanic fraternities. When's the book coming out? I'll do a live one point next week. And all I'm going to do with my book, guys, I'm not going full Zach Hubbard and getting it printed and selling it online. I'm turning it into a PDF because I think my book will inspire people. I think you'll enjoy the read, and I've put a lot into it. And the book is Who Made Me the Illusion. I'll sell it, but not for a lot of money. But I have put so much work into it. I don't feel like I can just give it away. I gave so much to that book. And I'm pretty much done. But I'll do a live for you about it, and then I'll send the link. People can send me the email. I'll put my email address up. People can email me and say, hey, Illusion, or whatever, I respect your work. I'd like to purchase your book to support you. I'll send you the PDF. You read it. Let me know what you think of it. If you don't like it, I apologize. But I think if you have an open mind and you care about the world and you're interested in psychology and you're interested in just everything about this realm that we're living in, you're going to enjoy what I wrote. Umaga was sacrificed. Yes, I do. I think some of them do actually get taken out, and I think Umaga did get taken out. If you don't know who Umaga is, he was a Samoan wrestler, and he was a beast. And Vince McMahon said it broke his heart when Umaga died because he probably took him out. Vince McMahon. All right. You can come up, I think you can become a millionaire, but there's a big difference, mate, between being a millionaire and famous. You can be a regular person and make millions. I agree. You can invest. There's ways of becoming rich. Rich and famous and influencing generations, you're not going to get. You can become. I have friends who are millionaires, but they have no impact or on the world stage. They've just done well in their lives. Because again, money is just printed paper. People can get rich. Just most people are not rich. They go by surviving. Most people in the world go about surviving week to week. That's the reality worldwide, or month to month. Thank you, Daniel. I think you'll really enjoy the book. And thank you for always supporting my work, Daniel, from the beginning. Even before I was like had any type of following, you always supported me. So thank you. And thank you for the thing you showed me about Stan Kroenke. That's insane, man. Yeah. Side hustle is important. I work really hard, guys. I'm a hard worker, man. YouTube, Patreon, coach, teach, call people in my spare time, go to the gym. I'm a hard worker. Ronaldo's mum gave the Pope of Portugal shirt. That might have been for Portugal when they won the Euros in 2016. And remember, that's when the St. Louis Rams moved to Los Angeles when Kobe retired. Ronaldo won the Euros 2016 against France, the home of the Jesuits. All right, guys. Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio, yes. Rey Mysterio's still in the WWE and he's wrestling with his son, Dominic. Sin Cara, I think he got released. Sin Cara means no mask. No face, actually. No face in Spanish. All right, guys. Much love to each and every one of you. I'm going to call my friend who's only in town for one more day. I'll take him somewhere nice. And I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Much love to you all right? Thanks so much for everything that you do for me. Leaving the comments, supporting my Patreon, listening to me talk in my live, giving me inspiration to keep doing what I'm doing, even though days and weeks it can be really hard and challenging and exhausting for me, but I keep going. I'll keep going for you. Good luck if you're betting tomorrow. Try and enjoy the game if you still believe in it all. It's all a show, so I guess you can enjoy the show. And much love to you all, guys. Peace. And I'll speak to you. I'll probably go live Sunday night or Monday morning about the Super Bowl. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. Take care and much love to you all.